Okay, I have a word for you, and the word is they were never meant to be around you. There are some people who are never meant to be near you. They are of bad influence. If you continue walking with them, they will drag you to hell with them. They will lead you to a path of no return. Scripture says, can two walk together unless they agree? Yes, of course, you may say you grow up with them, they are your friends. But listen, if you do realize that there are some people who are of bad behaviors, who are not good to you, you have to leave them. Do not try to walk with them. Do not try to be with them, because they will drag you to a wrong direction. It is not a time to play hide and seek with God. This is a time to be serious. And if somebody leaves you, let them go. Yes, maybe they were not bad people, but if they leave you, it could imply that their part, their story in your life has come to an end. You need to move on. You need to go to another level. They were never meant to be around you. Now, when you look at the scriptures, God told the Israelites, the Jews, never to marry from other nations. Why did he tell them that? One of the things is because that if they had intermarried with other nations, neighboring nations, is that the nations that they intermarried with would kind of influence them. Remember, other nations, their surrounding nations, worship different gods. Some of them worship Baal. So by them intermarrying, they would introduce a foreign god in their midst, and that god would lead them astray. God has told you not to walk with that person. God has told you not to interact with that person. But you go ahead. They are not meant to be around you. Yes, they could be good for other people, but they are not good for you. So you need to be very careful in everything that you do. I'm told of a story of a young man who went to war. And after the war, he came back to his wife. And the lady realized that the man had changed. The man had become angry. The man who was jovial, the man who could laugh and smile, now was a sad man. He was an abusive man. So the lady could not hold on, could not handle the situation. So she called in a man of God to pray for them. So when the man of God arrived at their house, of course, as it was his custom, he anointed the house. And as they were praying, the word came to the man of God, and the man of God told the lady that the man that you think is your husband is not your husband. Of course, the lady tried to explain, he is my husband. It's because he has just changed. Then the man of God went ahead to explain and told the lady that the man you have is a spirit. It's a familiar spirit. It's not a human being. He told the lady that your husband died in war. He died on the battleground. So as they prayed and they prayed, it was revealed to the lady that the man was not human, and the lady had to pack her luggage and leave. Until that day, they have never seen that man. He disappeared. So be very careful whom you interact with. You could be interacting with somebody who's sent to destroy you, who is a familiar spirit. They are not meant to be around you. There are some people that God does not even want you to just go near them. So you need, in everything that you do, watch and pray. Ask God, if you're entering into a relationship, ask God, is this relationship good for me? Is it the man that you have set for me? Is this the lady that you have set for me? Do not go after looks. Do not go after a man just because he bought you something good, just because he said something good to you. Study him. What are his motives? How does he treat other people? What does he believe in? Who is his God? Who does he serve? You have to have questions before you get married, before you interact with people, before you invite somebody in your house, before you bring somebody close to your children. Because there are people who are trained, who are instructed, who are given an instruction to cause your children go astray, to destroy your family, to introduce ideologies, to introduce demonic principles to your family, to initiate them in things that are not godly. They are not meant to be around you. You do realize, if some of you are really keen, that there are some people, when you let go of them, all of a sudden, your money increases, your finances go up, you start getting money, good things begin happening to you. It does not mean that necessarily that person who you let go was a bad person, but he was not good for you. They were dragging you down. Maybe the conversations that you had with that person were not fruitful. It was all vanity. They are not meant to be around you. All right, I wish I would speak with you for more minutes, but I'm running out of time. And I thank you for listening to this word. And if you have a prayer request, you can go ahead and send your prayer request. If you have a question, you can go and ask me a question, and you will be blessed. Until next time, be blessed.